Good morning. I was leaving my house today in the pouring down rain, thinking, gosh, what a great day to stay home, but I have to go to work. And then I remembered Wanda Woodard with Alpacas of Greater Tennessee was the first guest on the show. What a perfect day for all of your wears.
I know, and I mean, the thing about alpaca is it'll keep you warm, but it also thermal regulates. So if it's warm outside, it'll keep you cool. If it's cool outside, it'll keep you warm. It's the only fiber that does that.
So I want to get into that, but I also had this question, like this coat that you're wearing, that's alpaca.
Yes.
If you were to walk outside in the sprinkling rain, not pouring rain, but in the sprinkles, would it be water repellent?
It kind of repels.
Okay.
Not completely. It's not like a wind jacket or
But you won't ruin it.
Oh, no.
Okay.
It can take a little rain. I don't think it needs to get, well, you can actually wash these.
Really?
You can wash this, but we recommend dry cleaning.
Okay.
Because after you wash it in a gentle cycle, you have to flat dry it.
Because I have had my rain jacket on, as probably everybody has, every day for the last several days. And sometimes you just don't want the bulk of it and the crispiness of it. You want something soft.
Well, and we've got these in long and short. Here, if you want to see that.
Okay. It's always show and tell when Wanda comes. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I had the long one last time, and then the black short one Julie modeled for us. And so we have them in short and we have them in long.
That's a really pretty color brown too.
Isn't it?
Everybody can wear that color, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a great
really
color.
Pretty. Okay, I'll tell you what my eye went to right away.
Okay.
When I walked over here, I have something similar, but these are so cute and boho.
The fingerless gloves.
The fingerless gloves. They are the most wonderful thing. If you don't know yours, okay, these are completely fingerless, or is there
there's
a
a place
thumb?
for your thumb.
Oh, I see it. I have it on backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got these in multiple colors.
How cute
So
that is.
we've got green, we've got kind of purples, we've got reds, blues.
It's a fun way too, I think.
I think you're adorable.
To give you a little flair.
Yes.
You can be stylish and warm at the same time.
Yes. And kind of show your personality.
Great stocking stuffer idea, right?
Yes.
Okay, you talked about washing the coats. You can if you want to. People have become, I think, more and more aware of protecting their clothes when they wash. Y'all have dryer balls, alpaca dryer balls.
We have, and I'd juggle if I could, but yes, we recommend you buy 4. Now, some people are familiar with the wool dryer balls. Well, alpaca, because it's so much more absorbent, will reduce that dryer time and save you on your utility bill.
Why do you recommend buying 4?
For the load, the amount of load, and they can keep absorbing the moisture.
Okay.
Because that's what happens.
So that's their purpose, not because they make your clothing softer. They make the dry time not as long.
Less, and they don't completely get rid of static, but they do reduce static.
And by having that dryer time less, that does preserve your clothes longer.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay, let's talk more about gloves. Gloves and hats. These are, you said cowhide?
Cowhide on the outside, but lined with alpaca fiber.
Oh, that's lovely.
And those are our design, Alpaca Life Collection.
Really? Fits nice and snug. Is this a man's or is this a woman's? Do you know?
Is
it unisex? Well, that's nice because men need things too.
Oh, yeah.
Very
and
pretty.
they will keep your hands warm and toasty.
What is this lovely furry thing here?
There's some pillow cover like this one right here.
No.
Yeah, I love these pillow covers. Now, the alpacas, the fiber comes from the shearing every April in the United States. And then they clean it, dry it, and then they turn it into yarn, like these are skeins here. So if you've got someone in your family who crochets or knits, they can be knitting with alpaca fiber instead, and it's not really that expensive either.
I know you have to take my word for it unless you've been to see her, and then you know for yourself how soft this is.
Yes.
Each of the items that she brings kind of has its own feel, right?
Yes.
Like I'm going to rub you.
That's
your
all right.
coat is very soft.
Yeah, and it'll remind people of cashmere. My mother had a cashmere coat that she willed to me, and unfortunately it was destroyed in a fire, but when I saw these and because they just brought them in this year, I was like, oh, that reminds me of my mother's classic coat from the 50s.
But this really feels like fur. I mean, this is luxuriously soft
And what it is
silky.
that alpacas live to be 15 or 20 years, Julie, and then when they pass away from natural causes, the South Americans actually remove the hide, and that's where you'll get fur. So you won't see a lot of the fur.
Right.
Most of it's going to be fiber.
Okay, let's talk about this too, because anybody of any age would love something from the Alpaca store.
Yes.
But as you get older and the weight of something is more burdensome, it's a very light fiber.
It is, and everything that's made alpaca is light. That's what's so, it's hard to kind of understand because it's like, how can it keep me warm if it's not thick?
Right, but it's
think
not.
like that, but you
Right.
don't have to.
Okay, so this is also a scarf.
Oh yes, we have got so many
Lovely.
scarves in so many colors, in so many patterns and throws, and all these great beanie hats to go along with your hats. I mean, with your gloves
Cute.
and your scarves.
What is this one here? Is this a sweater?
Yes, these are our price point sweaters. This is actually a blend. It's 60% alpaca and 40% acrylic.
Can we hold it up? Mm-hmm. You take one end, I'll take the other.
And
Isn't that
these are our
fun?
ski sweaters.
Yes, that's
And
exactly.
this is a blue and white one. We have them in all colors.
I'm going to hold it up high
And
because I want to
patterns.
show something that I noticed. Look at the bottom of that. That's a great bottom because it's not banded.
Right.
I don't like banded either. And it also looks like it's a longer sweater, so it kind of
And
is.
go with your leggings.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you
it'll
could
be
buy
cute.
it big if you wanted to.
Yes, buy the larger size, and then it'll come down longer, and you put it with your leggings and your caps and your gloves and your scarves, and you'll be set to go.
I know I mentioned the idea of stocking stuffers, and some things that you'll find there are not terribly expensive, but a lot of what you're buying when you come, they're investment pieces in a way.
They really are, especially when you look at these coats and sweaters. These, like I said, are the price point sweaters, so they're a little less expensive. And maybe not as heirloomy, but the bottom line is we've got plenty of sweaters that are 100% alpaca.
And Wanda, if you got something like this, I know I have to let you run, but if you got something like this, because you like the look of it, but it's like wool is scratchy to me, or I get really hot in the wintertime when I wear something that's a winter sweater, I
Yes.
regret it. This is not going to be hot.
Yes, the follicles are 60% thinner than your hair on your head.
Wow.
And they don't have the barbs. The lambs and sheep, they have barbs, and the barbs are scratchy. That's why they'll blend wool with acrylic to soften it. But you don't have to do that with alpaca because it's naturally soft.
You just have to go and see it for yourself and feel it for yourself when you're there. You'll really understand the difference. It's Alpacas of Greater Tennessee on Frederick Street in Cleveland.
Behind Cleveland Utilities.
448-1717 is their phone number if you want to call. alpacalifecollection.com and go and shop, and Merry Christmas.
And have a Merry Christmas, everybody. You too, Julie. Thank you.
Tis the season to celebrate with 2 full days of